Hey guys, Kyle Jarrett here with RapidAir products. Got a couple things I want to show you today. We're about to do a shop upgrade. Going to put a couple different air outlets. If you're like me, you hate walking across the shop and stretching out an air hose just to get where you need to go. So we're going to try to save some time and convenience. Got a kit here, so they offer a couple different kits. They offer 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch. They've even got a max line system. This here is a M38 kit. It's a 1/2 inch master kit. Really economical for what we're doing. We've got a 36 by 60 shop. This is perfect for your shop or your small garage. I wanted to add an couple extra outlets, so we've got a couple extra here. Wanted to do a couple air hose reels, one from the ceiling and one from the wall. I'm really excited about these quick release outlets they've got. If you ever fight with trying to get an air hose on the brass fitting, you know, when you're hooking it up, this is going to simplify that process, and I'm real excited to see how those work. However you want to design your shop, they've got a program online where you can type in your footages and design your own plan of where you want your outlets, and that'll calculate your air system and air pressures that you're going to need for that. However you want to, again, wherever you want your drops for your outlets, they'll design all that for you, and then they'll just ship you the stuff. Or if you just want to go with a simple kit, you certainly can. There's quite a bit in here that's going to make that easy for you. Go through this together. So this kit comes with 100 foot of this HDPE. I was going to need an extra 25, so you can again buy that separately. Real excited about this stuff. I don't know if you can tell. I'll get to that later, but there's a layer of HDPE here, a layer on the inside and on the outside, and then there's an aluminum casing right on the inside. It makes that stuff rigid, but also flexible where you need to. So we'll get to that, and I'll let you know how that's going to work for us. This is all the fittings that it comes with here. So again, these were extra things here. This is what the kit came with. They even send you the tools that you're going to need for this install. Got you a 3-way here. I'll show you what that's for later. Got you some elbows. All the elbows you're going to need for your drops. Again, this is for a 3-outlet system if you want more. This is a pipe cutter. Basically, that's basically what it is. Going to cut right through this stuff. I don't want to cut through it now, but we'll get to that. Another adapter fittings. Some more elbows, 90s, more fittings. They even send you some extra O-rings. So these are compressed fittings here. So if you want to reuse this, say you decide to move your drop to a different location later, and you mess up one of the O-rings, in that process, they even give you some extra O-rings. So can't go wrong with that. Another T here. Got you some really good instructions. We'll get through those as well. Let's open this box. Here's your outlets. We're going to assemble those together, and got all your goodies here, what you need. And got your manifold, all that. Also come with these clips here. You're going to be putting this along your ceiling or along your wall. You're going to want that blue pipe to stay in place. These are really affordable clips there. I'm going to go ahead and get the outlets set up for the kit. This kit comes with 3 outlets. Got 3 here ready to go, and a manifold. My shop I've designed is going to be with 5 outlets, so I've got 2 extra here. Again, it comes with everything you need, from the shutoff valve to the fittings to the outlet itself. So there's 2 ways to mount it. If you were building your shop and you don't want these visible, you can mount it in behind the wall. There's a setup for that. Mine is already finished, so I'm just going to mount mine on the outside of the wall. So we're going to be using this side. If you were going to mount on the other side, you'd be using this side. But it comes with the pipe plug to block this off. There is 2 ways to turn it. You don't want to turn it the other way. You don't want it. This is upside down. This is actually the technical way. You're going to have a drain valve. So these are ball bearing, stainless steel. Going to keep anything from rusting in there. So as your air lines gather water and moisture, stuff like that, you're going to be able to drain that. So that's what this is for. And then you're going to put your air fitting here, so for your new outlet, quick release, and then this is where your max line is going to run into. So we're going to go ahead and put Teflon tape on all of these, get them set up. You're going to want 2 rounds of Teflon tape on each NPT pipe thread, and then you're also going to want some thread sealant, just to kind of keep the threads from going and give you a little extra security. So this here is the manifold. So with your air compressor, however you're set up, say you want to run a line up and over, this gives you an option to run it 2 separate ways without having to use the same line, and then the other outlet would be to run up and then the other direction. The way mine is designed, I'm going to run 1 line up. I'm going to have a T here, and I'm going to, this is my engine room on the other side of this wall, and so we're going to have an outlet in there. So I'm just going to use a T instead of the manifold. Depending on how your shop is laid out, there's different accommodations for that. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and put Teflon tape on all of the fittings, and then we'll piece them together from there. A couple tools you're going to need to get this completed here. Again, I like to do it ahead of time, so all I got to do is piece them together. You need some Teflon tape. They recommend, again, some pipe sealant. You're going to need a 19 millimeter wrench for these fittings, and then you're going to need an Allen wrench for your pipe fittings on the back. So get this started here. I'm going to go ahead and proceed with putting these together. I've got them all Teflon taped. I'm going to put the thread sealant on as I go. Again, I'm mounting mine on the outside of the wall, so you want this, the hole a little bit higher would be your outside on this one. Like I've already got the pipe thread in this one. That covers the back. Again, if you were mounting it in behind the wall as you were building, it would be set up a little bit different. So. Alright, we've got all our outlets here ready to go. Again, really, I think this is pretty sweet design here they've got, just to let the air out, and we'll use that to test our pressures when we're done. We're going to block these off so that they're blocked. You can even feel it click into place when it is turned off. So, all right, we're going to get ready to roll our hose out and go from there. So just got the regulator situated like we want. Got us a hose here, it's about 3 foot, just flexible hose. You don't want this mounted to anywhere on your air compressor. As this thing kicks on, this vibration, you don't want that rattling on your fittings, especially as it goes towards the rest of the system. So got it mounted to the wall. We're going to come off of here, we're going to go up and start the install. Alright, so we're getting ready to put our first stick up. We go from the air compressor up to the top of the ceiling, 122 inches. I gave it a little bit more to play with. So you want to make sure you get a good clean cut on these. That way you're nice and square. It's going to help your seal. That way you're not having any air leakage at those. So after you cut with the tools, and you're going to use this handy thing here, they want you to twist it 3 rounds. So we're going to wiggle that in. If you can see, there's little blades on there, and that kind of cuts it in a bevel, kind of ensures you get a good quality seal. So I'm going to push it all the way down to those blades. I'm going to start turning. Half, 1, 2, 3 turns. Okay. It's hard to see probably on the camera, but we've got a good rounded bevel there. So we're going to start with putting our fitting on. No Teflon tape needed for these fittings. There's 2 O-rings on here. It's all the way up flush. Again, if you don't have a flush or a square cut here, you're not going to get it to seal flat against your fitting. Rookie mistake. Gotta have this on there. So we're going to go finger tight, and it says to mark it. That way you can go 3/4 of a turn here. Mark so I can tell. Make sure I go 3/4, or it does say to, as long as it's tight. Didn't quite get 3/4 of a turn out of it, but you see we're tight. Going to get these clips ready. You're only supposed to really only need to put these 3 foot apart. So start here and make sure nice and even. So first one. All right. Like so. What I did, I'm about ready to hook up my first elbow joint here. I measured out, and then I got that to where I know it needs to be. I've got these all set in spot here. What I'm going to do here is recut this. What you want to make sure you do, you don't want to just cut at the edge of this. Got to give yourself a little bit so that this ain't bent in or trying to pull together. So I'm going to hold this up here, and then make sure you come back to here so that you've got the right length and it doesn't mess up your cut. So we go there. You got our handy dandy cutters. Again, right here is where you make sure you're nice and straight. Cuts it like butter. Put this on. Yeah. I'm going to unhook this just so I've got some, don't have to bend it back here. Actually, my screw is going to pull out of the wall for me just fine. Oh. Alright, getting ready to hang our first hose reel here. Got the line pretty well tipped out where we're going to head. Got a glue board up there to match this. Went ahead and cut it, and extra reinforcement there to make sure we don't have any issues. This is a really heavy duty, really heavy piece, which makes me feel better about the quality, anything in that regard. So, got a 2-foot jumper hose here. This is going to go in here. I'll just give you a little rundown what we've got going on here. So we've got our T there. I'm going to drop a line and have a drop down right there. Over here, I've got a 4-way here. So we're going to run this over a couple feet. We're going to have an air hose reel hanging from the ceiling. We're about to tie this into here, and that's feeding our first hose reel that's about to go over there. And then the other drop is going to run over there to that wall. Hopefully, if we ever hit it big, we'll have a 2-post lift in here, and that'll feed that. That's going to sit about right here. All right, we'll continue. Back to one there. getting ready to hang our second hose reel here. The first one we hung over on the wall. They're adjustable depending on how you plan to run your hose. So like again, that was mounted on the wall, so we had it running down. This one here, I'm going to hang from the ceiling. Just got done hanging our mount. So just 4 bolts here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same 4 on the other side. We're going to zip those off, and then this will stand right up. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that real quick.
Looks like that 2x8 is a bowl. Got a bowl. Hopefully this thing will go right in. I hope.
Got a room on the other side of this wall that I use to assemble engines. We're going to put a 3-way in here. They make these fittings super easy. We're just going to tie in to about right here. Put a hole in that wall, run a new line into the engine room, add an outlet in there. Square across the top there. Hey, there. So we just got our outlet finished up installing in the engine room. Again, I just added a 3-way, drilled a hole through my wall, got the 1/2-inch pipe through there. We're going to put pressure to the system. Now when you're getting ready to pressurize the system after adding a new outlet, obviously you got to depressurize it first before you can cut into the line. But when you get ready to pressurize it, they recommend only putting 50 psi to the system at first. So if you've got a regulator, it's easy to adjust that to do so. 50 psi, go check your new outlet for leaks, and then if you don't hear any leaks, then you're good to power it to the rest of your desired pressure. So we're going to put 50 psi to this one and see, go check for leaks.